Hi there and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Vidhi and I like talking about all things beauty. So today I'm going to be going through some of my faves and fails from the month of February. There's a lot of products that I enjoyed through the month, and then there are also some that I absolutely did not enjoy. There's a whole bunch of makeup, there's body care, there's some skincare. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let's start with skincare. So, first up, I have a product that I have absolutely been loving lately. It's the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Bomb B5. Now, this is probably old news to most of you, and I don't know if everybody is in on this secret, but this is absolutely a miracle product in my opinion. Now, I used to love face oils, especially at night time to lock everything in, but once I started using this, there's absolutely no going back. This does the same thing, it has the same function, but it does so in a more elegant fashion. It's not sticky, it's not heavy, it doesn't smell of anything like sometimes face oils do, especially rosehip, which is usually the one I used to go for. But yeah, this one doesn't have any of those issues, and yet it functions as an amazing occlusive to just lock everything in. It has a very silicone like texture. Imagine like your hair serums, they're very thin in consistency, but yet they provide the necessary moisture to your hair. It's the same idea with this. It's quite silicone heavy, but yet the texture is quite slippy, so it feels very comfortable on the skin, but yet locks everything in. Overall, it's a very elegant formulation, I would say. I tend to use it anytime I have any kind of irritation almost anywhere on my body. Recently, I had a little bit of a burn on my hand, and this came quite in handy. I was able to apply this on that area to stop the itching when it started to peel. I guess that's too much information, but long story short, this was super helpful for me even on a burn. And overall, if anytime my skin is feeling sensitive, a little bit more red than usual, I will skip all my skincare and just apply this. So yeah, been really loving it. Already have a backup and will continue to use it. One downside to this though is that the packaging isn't the best, in the sense that because it's a thick product, you have to squeeze it out of the tube and the tube is stiff. So once it gets to the end of its life, it can be a little bit harder to get the product out. But all in all, a great product. Then I have two face masks actually that I've really been enjoying. So I've been using a retinoid, the Paula's Choice Clinical 1% retinoid, and because of that, I've had a fair bit of peeling on my skin, especially around my nose and just below the eye area. And for that, my absolute favorite mask is the Lindstrom Skin Honey Mud. This is luxury in a jar. All of Lindstrom products, they smell absolutely divine and they feel like you've been transported to a spa, and this is absolutely no different. I absolutely love this product. It's a moisturizing mask, but at the same time it also exfoliates because of the honey in it, and I find that it is super effective in getting rid of any dry patches that I may have on my skin and removing any of the flakiness that may be present. It's also quite gentle, so I think most sensitive skins would also be able to use this quite comfortably. However, if you want to level it up a little bit more, I would take you towards the Paula's Choice face mask with 25% AHA and 2% AHA. This is an exfoliating rinse off peel. Like I said, this is a step up from the Lindstrom, and it's quite a bit of a step up, I would say. This is a pretty strong exfoliating mask. But what really surprises me, or rather what really pleasantly surprised me, was that it was a very comfortable exfoliating mask. It didn't cause any major stinging to my skin or any extra sensitivity than the usual, and I was able to use it quite comfortably, I would say. And that's not usually the case for me with exfoliating products. My skin tends to be quite sensitive for exfoliating products. So that's the reason why I found this to be quite a pleasant surprise. I was actually quite afraid to use this in the beginning, but I didn't have any of those issues. So if you're looking for something that's gentle, moisturizing, yet exfoliating, get the Mail&Strom Honey Mud. They are quite expensive, but they're absolutely worth the money. But if you're looking for something just to exfoliate your skin and give you that extra glow, get the Paula's Choice one. Now coming to a skincare product that I have not really been enjoying. It's the NIOD Superoxide Dismutase mist. Now this is actually a very popular mist that is well loved by many people. But unfortunately, I find that it's really not been working for me for two reasons. The first reason is that occasionally, when my skin is a little bit sensitized because of the retinoids that I'm using, I find that this tends to sting my skin, and that is not a pleasant sensation at all. And the second reason is that while this is a mist and I expect it to be lightly moisturizing, I honestly find that this is no more moisturizing than splashing water on my skin. It may be that I'm used to more hefty mists like the Jordan Samuel Skin Hydrate the Mist, but overall, I find that this does very little to hydrate or moisturize my skin, and so I don't really have good reason to reach for it. But having said that, I've only used it for maybe a month now, and there's quite a bit left. Actually, most of it is left. So I will continue to use it, and maybe I will change my opinion on it. Maybe I enjoy it a little bit better as we go through the warmer months. One thing though I will say in its favor is that the packaging is absolutely fantastic. It makes a very fine mist, which makes it very easy to spray, and you don't need to sort of use your hands at all. You can just have an even layer by misting it on. And that's actually something I really miss in the Jordan Samuel mist. So if the Jordan Samuel skin mist could come in this pump bottle, I think that would be my ideal mist of all time. Now let's get into makeup. So I have three makeup products here that two of which I've really enjoyed, and one of which I need some help. I need you guys to tell me why I don't enjoy this as much as I should. But anyways, let's start. Let's start with the Merit Lip Oil. This is the Merit Lip Oil in Pink Beet. And I've really genuinely been enjoying this so much lately. So Merit has two versions of their lip oils. They have what they call the classics, and then they have what they call the lip gelays. This is part of the classic collection, and I wouldn't really call this exactly a lip oil. I would call this more like a very moisturizing lipstick almost. Hear me out here, because honestly, I don't gravitate towards lipsticks as much. So the fact that I use this means that it's very different from your traditional lipsticks. It's actually the tint of a lipstick in the vehicle of a lip oil, and that's what makes it so unique. It provides pigment, it provides moisture, but what it doesn't do is stick around all day. So actually, it fades through the day, but it looks really nice while it fades. So for me, it's almost like it's taking the best of all the different lip products. It has the moisture of a lip oil, it has the pigment of a lipstick, and it has the ability to fade nicely like a tinted lip balm. So that's the reason why I've really been enjoying it. And this is the lip product that I'm wearing on my lips right now. I've been reaching for it constantly. I would absolutely suggest it to those who don't enjoy lipsticks, but yet they want a little bit of a pigment on their lips. This would be a great starting point. I would be interested in the lip gelays, but more than that, I think I would be interested in getting a couple more shades from the classic collection actually, so that I can wear it on occasions that demand a lipstick, but because I don't enjoy a lipstick, I can wear this instead. Speaking of lipsticks, next up I have a lipstick that I've actually really been enjoying lately. That's the Revlon Super Lustrous lipsticks. Now, This range of lipsticks, they're very much still a traditional lipstick, so they have that high pigment, but they're very comfortable to wear. You don't really feel them on your lips, and the fact that I have 5 different shades probably tells you more than you need to know. They're definitely quite moisturizing, very comfortable. These also wear quite well. I would say they would last a good 4 to 5 hours comfortably. They don't fade quite as well as a tinted lip balm, but also they don't fade as badly as a matte lipstick does. So all in all, a nice lipstick formula, especially if you find the traditional matte lipsticks to be very drying and not quite comfortable to wear. So just to quickly swatch these for you, I'll start from here. The first shade that I have is Rose Wine. The second shade I have is Blushing Nude. So that's Blushing Nude. The third shade I have is Sassy Mauve. The fourth shade I have is Toast of New York. And the last shade I have is Desert Escape. I think Desert Escape and Sassy Mauve are my most used ones. I also quite enjoyed Toast of New York during the fall time, but I haven't been using it as much lately. I do enjoy Blushing Nude as well, but sometimes it looks a little bit too light on my skin. And the first one, that's Rose Wine, it ends up looking quite orange on me. So I don't enjoy it right now, but I might reach for it in the summer. But overall, they have an excellent shade range. I think they have easily over 20 shades of lipstick. So you're likely to find something in there if you're looking for a new lipstick, and they tend to be quite affordable. So it's a good starting point. And you can probably see from the swatches that they aren't completely matte. They do have a little bit of a luster to them. That's the reason why they end up wearing so comfortably on the lips. Now for a makeup product that I didn't quite enjoy, or let's just say I'm not sure about. I hope you don't unfollow me for this, but this is the very, very popular Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. Honestly, I got this with very high hopes. I have oily combination skin, and what this is supposed to do is one, sort of brighten the under eyes, and two, really help with the look of texture on the skin. So basically, any pores that might be visible, this is supposed to help blur them out. Unfortunately, I find that it does neither for me, or I guess I should say it does neither of those things well enough for me. This is quite an expensive product, and so I was hopeful that this would be basically the best powder that I have tried till date, but unfortunately, it wasn't that. It definitely did not brighten my under eyes. Yes, it does mattify my skin a little bit, but I have other powders in my collection that do it just as well, and they're not quite as expensive as this one. So, all in all, I guess this just did not end up being the miracle powder that I was hoping it to be. And the reason I was hoping for that was not just because it was expensive, but also because it's well loved in the makeup community. But I guess that just tells you a little bit about makeup, that what works for you may not work for me, and vice versa. So I'll continue to use it. I most definitely will finish it up because it was so expensive, but I don't think it's something that I would miss once it runs out. Now moving into body care. So I have a few body care products here. I'll actually start with one that I absolutely did not enjoy, and that is the Youth to the People 10% AHA Yerba Mate Smoothing Body Scrub. This was one of Youth to the People's recent launches. I think this launched shortly after New Year's, and it's supposed to be a wash off body scrub. Unfortunately, this has a very green, very mossy scent to it that I absolutely don't enjoy. So I guess it's a little bit my fault. I should have gone into the store and actually, smelled it or tried it on before I purchased the full size. But either ways, I'm not a big fan of green scents, and so I'm not a big fan of this scent profile at all. Another thing though is that this is supposed to be a smoothing body scrub. When I reach for a body scrub, I'm hoping that it provides some level of exfoliation and it smooths out my skin, at least helps a little bit with some of my ingrown hairs. But unfortunately, I found that this helped with none of that. It honestly, in my experience, did nothing more than an average body wash would do. And in that case, there's plenty body scrubs in the drugstore that are much cheaper than this that I could buy, and I would likely enjoy the scent a little bit more. So, all in all, this was a major disappointment for me. I will use this up, but I will not happily use this up. Now, a couple products that actually I've really been enjoying. First up is the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Clean. Now, to be completely honest with you, I started off being absolutely disappointed with this product. When I started to use it, I found that it didn't moisturize my skin sufficiently, and I still say that I don't think this is a good moisturizer. But what it's really good at is the scent. This has a very milky, caramelly, very gourmand scent that is such a nice twist on vanilla that I have absolutely been enjoying it. If you don't like gourmand scents, however, I think you should stay away from this. But if you do and you do enjoy a vanilla scent like I do, this smells absolutely heavenly and it layers really, really well with some of the perfumes that I'm using lately. So that's the reason why I've been enjoying this. But again, I wouldn't reach for this as a moisturizer. I don't think it's moisturizing enough. I wish it was, especially for the price. I wish it was moisturizing as well as it smelled good. But unfortunately, it has a good scent, but it's not a good moisturizer. Another thing to add for this is that this does have a subtle shimmer running through it. So it makes the skin look quite nice and moisturized, even though it doesn't actually moisturize it. Now, another body moisturizer I've been really enjoying in the same scent family, I would say, is the EOS Shea Butter 24-hour body lotion in vanilla cashmere. This was introduced to me by someone on Instagram who mentioned that if I enjoy the Sol de Janeiro category of scents, I would really enjoy this one as well. And they were quite right. I absolutely love this scent profile. This is a true vanilla. This smells like a vanilla cupcake, if I can say so. I quite enjoy that, but I understand that a lot of people might not. In any case, I really enjoy using this because one, it smells good, and two, it also moisturizes well. So this sort of serves both purposes for me, but this is not something I would wear outdoors because I don't think anyone would like the smell of a vanilla cupcake. That scent is only pleasant to me. So I try to wear this when I'm in the house, and it serves the purpose well because it moisturizes well and it makes me feel good. So I'm really glad I got this, and it wasn't too expensive either. Another product that I've really been enjoying is Replica's Lazy Sunday Morning. Now, I think I may have done a quick short on the two replica fragrances that I own. One is Coffee Break and the other one is Lazy Sunday Morning. Lazy Sunday Morning is more of a floral, feminine scent. This reminds me of roses and lilies thrown together. So as we move towards the spring, I've really been enjoying this scent a lot more than Coffee Break. Now, Coffee Break is more of a vanilla lavender scent and it has a more unisex scent profile. This is very, very feminine. So moving towards the spring, I've really been enjoying this. This doesn't last quite as well though, so I will say that. But all in all, a great floral scent if you're looking for that. Finally, I have two hair care products. One I've really been enjoying and the other one not so much. First, let me start with one that I've been enjoying. So first is the OLAPLEX number 6 Bond Smoother Leave-In Conditioner. I only recently started using this. Usually in the past, I would use more heavier leave-in conditioners because my hair were curly, but now because they are treated, I can't really use any leave-in conditioners that are too heavy or they'll end up weighing my hair down. That's where this comes in actually. So I still need a little bit of leave-in moisture for my hair, but I find that when I apply this, that it doesn't weigh my hair down. So I use just a little bit of it on the ends of my hair, and I find that it keeps my hair nice and moisturized, but it doesn't weigh them down. So not too much to say here, but overall, if you're looking for a leave-in conditioner that's moisturizing but not too heavy and doesn't weigh the hair down, this is a good option. A product from OLAPLEX, however, that I did not enjoy is the OLAPLEX number 8 Bond Intense Moisture Mask. Now, this is a deep conditioner that you can use in place of your conditioner, I guess. And unfortunately, I found that this did not moisturize my hair almost at all. And to be quite honest, in the current stage of my hair, it doesn't take a lot to moisturize them. So I found this to be quite disappointing, especially from the OLAPLEX range of products, because I have used the OLAPLEX number two or three, basically the treatment version, quite a bit in the past, and I absolutely love it. So most of the OLAPLEX products that I've used so far, I have quite enjoyed, the leave-in conditioner being one of them, but this one unfortunately was a disappointment. If you do have tips on some of the products that didn't work for me, I would absolutely love to hear from you, because I have spent money on them and I would like to make good use out of them. So that actually wraps up all of the products that I had for February. I hope you found this helpful. Apart from that, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.